are positive about now is that this system looks like it's moving faster, which could help us all across Central Florida. But, Tony, we still have to get through this storm system. And as we saw over at the coastline, things are picking up.
They are. And the reporters getting just battered along the coast right now as the winds are picking up and the rain is really getting in on the shore right now. The thing that we're noticing here on the satellite imagery is a little burst of thunderstorms now on the northern side. And remember, a lot of times when we're dealing with tropical systems and tornadoes, it's these outer bands in the front right quadrant that as they move ashore can create some tornadoes. So that's what we're going to be watching and monitoring now as we start to look ahead and get into a different phase of the storm. Once it moves in on us later on tonight, these bursts of energy can sometimes throw back, some rotating thunderstorms along with some gusty winds, and we'll be watching that. Tropical storm Nicole now moving off towards the west-northwest at about 13 miles an hour. Still not a hurricane, but we think that with the 10 o'clock advisory tonight, we may indeed have a November hurricane that's approaching the southern reaches of our viewing area and potentially bringing a hurricane force gust, especially the Brevard and southern Osceola County. Very, very large wind field. The entire viewing area is going to have, at the very least, tropical storm force winds. Cannot stress that enough. I wanted to show you the state of the angry seas here. 20, 25, 30-foot waves now just to the north of our storm, and it's getting closer and closer to the coast. That surge of water is going to be coming on shore a little bit later on. Look at the live radar now back towards the coast. 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts here just moments ago up there in Daytona Beach. Their peak winds gusts so far 50, Klondike Beach 56, Port Canaveral 55, and Melbourne coming in at 44. Wanted to get back to the wave heights there because those winds, as they increase, the wave heights are going to increase. This is the forecast now at 2 a.m. When we're going to have the most angriest seas in our vicinity, and then as the storm system moves to the north and the winds turn around to the south and the west later on, the seas will begin to eventually calm down, and by the weekend we'll get back to a normal state of the seas. Just updated this here. You can see Wednesday and Thursday, the angry seas will give way to calmer seas as we get you into Saturday and Sunday. Wanted to leave you with this, especially for folks here in Flagler Beach, Daytona Beach, and Cocoa Beach. Again, we had the high tide this morning. Next high tide at Flagler Beach around 8:02. The pier is going to take a beating. Daytona Beach between 7:30 and 8, and back towards Cocoa Beach as well between 7:30 and 8. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll give you those tide times for tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. Cam?
Here, we want to show you the latest timeline of when we're expecting the worst of the conditions to happen here in Central Florida. So right now, already seeing the wind and the rain pick up, as we've shown you from all the live shots for our teams along the coast, and pounding surf as well. Conditions will deteriorate tonight into the overnight hours. And what I mean by that is about 10 to 11 o'clock tonight. And then as we go into the overnight hours, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, that's when conditions will get at its worst. And then we will see very strong winds still Thursday morning into about midday, and squally weather as well. So this is a timeline of when we're expecting the worst of the weather. In terms of the winds, this is also when we're expecting the worst of the winds as well. I want to show you our in-house model of Futurecast winds. You can see around 9 o'clock, we're talking about wind gusts around 45 to almost 50 miles per hour along the coastline already. Then by 7 o'clock in the morning, you see winds around 60 to almost 70 miles per hour along the coast there. Interior spots still looking at winds of 40 to 50 miles per hour. And then as we go into Thursday afternoon, we are going to see those winds gradually decrease, except for areas up to the north in Flagler and Marion counties, and then conditions will improve by late Thursday evening. Now, with winds that strong, we are expecting power outages as of right now. Taking a look at poweroutage.us, not seeing a whole lot except for Brevard County. You can see about 4,000 customers are currently without power in Brevard County, but again, expecting that number, unfortunately, to go up significantly as we go over the next 12 hours. In terms of power outages for Tropical Storm Nicole, the worst of the power outages will likely, again, be in Brevard County, which is what we're already seeing right now, and then spread farther inland, right along the I-4 corridor and I-75 corridor, again, as we go into the overnight hours. So make sure you have Backup ways to get power overnight. Maybe have your generator or also flashlights handy in case we do lose power overnight tonight. Tonight and overnight is also when we expect our severe weather risk, as Tony showed you on Futurecast, as that system makes its way inland. And that's when we could start to see some of those heavier bands within those bands threat for some severe weather. So going county by county right now for Orange County and areas along the I-4 corridor, the worst weather will be Thursday morning. And we are expecting anywhere between 4 to 6 inches of rain with some localized area higher than that. Showed you those wind gusts. It's going to be blustery tonight with wind gusts as strong as 70 miles per hour out in Orange County. That's the case in Seminole County as well, with 4 to 6 inches of rain expected. And again, a lot of this rain is not all at once, but much of it will be in the overnight hours, likely while you're sleeping. And down into Osceola County, you'll be getting about 5 to 7 inches of rain with some localized area getting higher amounts than that. Your wind gusts are going to be a bit stronger because you're going to be closer to the area of circulation, expecting wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour at times. The worst of the weather for you folks starting tonight and then lasting through tomorrow morning. Here's a look at our 7-day forecast. So tomorrow will be a first warning weather day because of the impacts of Nicole, but thankfully, as Tony mentioned earlier, it's speeding up. Nicole's moving faster. That means they'll get out of here faster. By Friday, we'll see conditions improve, and this weekend looks pretty nice. A fall front moves in, and we are expecting a nice cool down by early next week.